Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Report has it that Igbi has had another serious, um, uh, what do I call drama with the royal palace, boys at the royal palace, women, yabas, and all of that in the royal palace. That it was not a small something, no, that it happened when Kabiesi, went out, on, of course, you do know that Kabiesi has been doing plenty of rituals lately, like appeasing the gods, the follow-up of the Obatala preliminaries, and all of that. So when Kabiesi left, Ipe did not go with Kabiesi, as we are hearing. And they said that the reason why Ipe didn't go was because she had something to do. Soon as Kabiesi left, they said 6 Afars entered the palace of the Ooni of Ife, and they entered to come and perform ritual, like prayer ritual in the palace. And this one now, it's not at night, like broad daylight. Kinky daylight like this, that was when they came in. They entered to come and perform rituals, to come and do prayers for Igbi. Now, they said that when they stepped in, of course, you know that she is wife to the Ooni of Ife. As at now, nobody can stop her from doing what she wants to do. And so when these people came in, they came in a vehicle, and they said they were going in there for Igbi, to go and see Igbi. Nobody stopped them. They went in. And when they went in, they saw that Igbi came out. Igbi was also dressed in white, because they were all dressed in white. And Igbi now took them to the middle of the estate, that is the royal palace, where they are supposed to do the ritual, that prayer ritual. And they said the prayer ritual was supposed to be done when the sun is out. And so they started. When they started, what we heard was that some people called the Ooni of Ife to find out, the chief security, to find out if Ooni of Ife is aware of what was supposed to happen, if Ooni of Ife gave the authorization for that to happen. And the Ooni of Ife said he is not aware, that he never gave such authorization, and that they should send those people out of the palace and seize their belongings. They say that was how immediately the boys, the estate boys, that is the royal palace boys, they found out that Ooni of Ife was not aware. That was how they jumped in, and they took action. They said they rough-handled the Alfas, dragged them out, collected some of the things that they were holding, some of the bags, that the bags contained oil, beads, robes, and all of that they were going to use to do whatever they wanted to do. Had some traditional things inside there and all of that. Now, you do know that if the information that we have been hearing is the truth, Igbi has been very desperate over some of the things that have been going on in the palace. They said for even though it's not as bad as it was 2 weeks back, but they said that the Ooni of Ife is doing everything that is within his power to avoid Igbi. That Ooni doesn't give her the time of day. Ooni does not listen to her. Ooni doesn't want to go anywhere close to her. Ooni doesn't want her in his chambers and all of that. And from what they said when this whole thing started, like we heard, they said this one is even better. That when the whole thing started, that it was terrible, because at the time when Oni would see Igbi, Oni would startle, and Oni would not want to go close to Igbi. That this is even this is much better than what it used to be before. And so, as we are hearing, if the information is true, they said right now Oni is doing everything that is within his power to avoid Igbi. And Igbi is not liking that at all. And that is the reason why Igbi is fighting so much to restore her place back in the palace. That even one of this event, the Batala event that they were supposed to attend, that if not for Igbi's stubbornness and the fact that people were there, Oni didn't want Igbi to go. Oni wanted some other person to go rather than Igbi. And these are the things that have not been happening. So it does seem as if whatever they say is plaguing Igbi is still there and is still affecting her relationship with the Ooni of Ife. So they said this is the reason why Igbi is working against time to restore that relationship between herself and the Ooni of Ife. And that was why she went to go and bring those afar. You do know that they said she's gone to church, she's gone to a spiritualist and all of that. So basically, she's doing everything that is within her power to restore her relationship with the husband. And it's not been really easy with Igbi. They say she has cried and cried and cried when that thing happened. And they said the boys gave her the warning of their life, that the boys were very disrespectful towards her, because how dare you? Who gives you the audacity to go and carry afar and come to the palace to come and perform whatever you want to perform without the consent of the Ooni of Ife? They said it was very annoying, and the boys were very rude towards this man. That was how they dragged them out of the palace, and they dragged them to the vehicle that brought them, and that was how they left. So now they said that they had asked Igbi whether Igbi had taken permission from the Oba, and the Igbi said yes, and that if not for the fact that people will make it look like something else, they said Oni wanted to arrest them. But if they had been arrested, these people will start talking nonsense, and they'll make it look as though it's a whole different matter from what it truly is. And they said that was why Ooni of Ife, did not do anything. Now, that is why they say that whatever you sow in this world, it gets to be what you reap. Look at this level of desperation. And if the information we heard is true, they said everything that turned around and backfired on her. We have things that were projected on Olori Naomi. At this point, with everything that these people have done to Olori Naomi, if the information we keep getting is the truth, they ought to have known that Olori Naomi is not an ordinary girl. Olori Naomi is not an ordinary child. Olori Naomi is a daughter of Zion. And whatever you do to Olori Naomi, you get to suffer it. It's something that they are supposed to have known by this time. But up till now, it does seem as if they don't understand anything. They don't know anything. And that is why they keep getting into trouble. Igbi has been through so much. They said even the chambers of the Ooni of Ife, that when she wants to go to the chamber of the Ooni of Ife, Kabiyesi will shout as if somebody wants to come and buy him. That Kabiyesi doesn't even want to see Igbi anywhere near him. Kabiyesi does not want to see Igbi anywhere near his chamber. And that is something that is plaguing Igbi. That is something that is making Igbi feel really, really bad. And it is not good for Igbi the way it is looking. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media. And, because the informations are not verified, should not be seen as fact, okay? I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll bring you more update. Thank you.